Great guys, now I will tell you about JavaScript function. That's much more important lesson and important tutorial, and let's learn what is actually JavaScript function. So guys, JavaScript provides functions similar to the most of the scripting and programming languages. And JavaScript function allows you to define a block of code, also give it a name to the function, and then execute it as many times as you want. So a JavaScript function should be defined using function keyword. As you see here, it's already written here, JavaScript function. So function and function name. I close that. Then brackets opens. Later curly brackets. Here code to be executed. Great. So we can call this function after writing this syntax. How I will call? Now I want to show you. Function name. The following example shows how to define and how to call a function in JavaScript. So I want write function my first function. Okay, braces and curly braces. Alert, I want to get this one, hello JavaScript. Hello JavaScript. So that's my function, and I will write my function name, my first function. Okay, let's try it. And here we have defined a function named my first function that displays a pop-up message, hello JavaScript. So I'm going to copy and open the browser, go to the console log, to my console, and paste over here hello JavaScript. So an embedded page at local NTP says hello JavaScript because I've called my first function. Firstly, I gave the name to my function, and then I've called. So let's talk about a function parameters. What's a function parameter actually? Guys, a function can have one or more parameters. So these parameters can be supplied by the calling firstly code and can be used inside a function. As a dynamic scripting language, JavaScript helps us to do it. And a function parameter can have a value of any data type. What I mean actually, I will show you this in our code editor with simple example. So let's write function my first function, and here name, surname, open up curly braces. I won't get alert hello plus name plus space and plus surname. So my first function, firstly I will give name Bob, surname Jobs. Second time I want to give another name, Ted Hanks, let's say. Okay, let's write the last one, and for this time I want to write integers, 50 to 150. Great, copy and paste. Let's clear first this one and then put hello Bob Jobs, hello Ted Hanks, hello 50 to 250. That's the result. So we forgot to put after hello one space and do it again. Now hello Bob Jobs, hello Ted Hanks, hello 50 to 150. As you see here from this example, we can pass one or more arguments while calling a function. I've just written 3 times my first function, the same function name was written over here, and then we've got the 3 alerts after that, after pressing an enter. But if you pass less arguments, then rest of the parameters will be undefined. If you pass more arguments, then additional arguments will be ignored. So I will give just one example and show you what I mean actually. The same example function, my first function, I have name first name, name surname, an alert, hello, okay, here let's put space, name, last name, surname, okay. So now my first function Bob Jobs, and third one, we've told that if you pass more arguments, then additional arguments will be ignored. We have 1 and 2 arguments. I should write 1 and 2. Not 1. I mean only 2 arguments because I have 2 argument names. If I write here third name, Alan, and if I delete the second one and I will put this one empty. Let's see what happens. I have 2 arguments, name, surname. First time I call the function, my first function, with 3 arguments. Second time I call the function with 1 name. Third time I've decided to put empty. And let's clear and check it in our console. First time, hello Bob Jobs. So it displayed hello Bob and Jobs. First one, second one, and third one was ignored, as we told. Okay, second one. Hello Ted undefined. Great, because we passed less arguments, because I should write 2 arguments, but I've put 1 argument. That's the result. Ted, and after Ted I've got undefined. Let's see another one. Hello undefined undefined. That's great. I have no argument, and third time I call function without any argument name, and I've got hello undefined undefined. So guys, that's the way how function works. Also, all the functions in JavaScript can use arguments object by default. What it means actually, let's write just one example. I will keep this name and surname, and this alert. It's okay. Let's write arguments 0, and here no surname. Let's write arguments 1. Okay, now my first function, the same, will be the same, Bob and Jobs. Second one, Ted and Alan, let's say. Third one, 50, 250. So the argument object is an array like object, and we can access its values using index, as you see here, index, similar to array, but it does not support array methods. Take this one, go to here, clear, put hello Bob Jobs, hello Ted Allen, and hello 50, 250. It works actually. And last thing, in function lesson, I want to tell you guys about return value. A function can return 1 or nothing value, or no value, using this return keyword. So let's see actually, function num my value and your value. Open up curly brackets. And what I want to get, and I use this return keyword for returning any value. Return my val plus your val. Okay. So I have variable result num 50, 60. Take this one and go to the console and it gives undefined because we should write we have num 50 60. We have our result, return my val, your val. Okay, and write num and result 110. That was 50 plus 60, my val plus your val. And let's do it with another way. Let's say we have function. Let's write over here. Firstly, I like writing code editor. Let's write function. Num2, the same, and I use here not return, I use here console.log my val multiply your val. Clear that, and for result num2 50, let's write 5 and 6. Take that, go to here, past 30. Yes, in this example, a function named num, first one, adds my val and your val and return it. So the calling code can get the return value and assign it to a variable. The second function is num2 that does not return any value. So result variable will be undefined. Okay. And result was undefined. So guys, I want to tell you one thing more. Let's do it and write it here. Return, we have 30, but I write console log, I have 30 undefined. So that's the case for using keyword return keyword. So I guess that's easy to understand, the functions, and we will use more time functions in JavaScript. If you create something different or some project, in a project you need to use more times function. So I will give to you some interesting points to remember about JavaScript function. So firstly, a function can be defined using function keyword and can be executed using operator, this operator, like that. Okay? And a function can include more or one parameters. It is optional, depends on you. And all the functions can access arguments object by default instead of parameter names. And JavaScript, a function allows you to define a block of code, give it the name, and then execute it as many times as you want. That's all about function we've learned in this tutorial. Thank you so much.